Subscribers, welcome to a live stream of Ultima 6. So we are doing a new run of this. And before I start, I am going to show something that I had never noticed before about this game, which I just figured out as I was waiting for the stream to start. This is pretty amazing. I can't believe I haven't seen it before. All right, so it's playing the intro music, right? Look at the top above the TV. That time that displays, that digital time, is in sync with your PC time, your PC timer. So as soon as your timer changes on your computer, your clock, it changes that digital clock there. I had never noticed that before. But as I was waiting, I saw it flip. I'm like, wait a minute, it was 4:57. That's pretty sweet. Because of course that's supposed to be you sitting in the chair. Hey, Sad Sam and Moody, welcome to the stream. How are you guys doing? Moody says, I saw Ultima 6 and said I'm all in. Yeah, that timer's pretty cool. See, it's 5:01 now. That's what the clock on my PC is. All right. Let's get this show on the road. Create a character. Portrait. So go with this one. Hey, I beat. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? It's your favorite Ultima? Yeah, my pleasure. We're gonna talk to every single NPC. I've beaten this on stream before I streamed on Twitch. I did it on YouTube, but I have not completed it on Twitch. And I haven't talked to all NPCs on the stream. But yeah, this is my favorite Ultima as well. I mean, the last one I played was 7. I didn't play anything beyond that. Okay, so we got to talk with the gypsy. And she will ask us a bunch of questions. Let us begin the casting. All right, so depending on how we answer, it affects our attributes, our main character. It's not too often people play this one, iBeat says. Yeah, you're right. I hardly ever see people playing this. Just weird to me because it's, in my opinion, the best Ultima. Like, this blows away 5 in my opinion. I know some people say 5's good, but this is leagues beyond 5 in my opinion. Moody says it's a toss-up between 5 and 6. Okay, so Valiantly affects our strength. Honor, I think, it boosts... Okay, Valor will boost strength by 3. Honor, I think, it boosts 2 attributes by 1. So I'm going with Valor. Honesty or sacrifice? We definitely don't want sacrifice. Sacrifice, you get no attribute boosts. So by default, we're going to go with honesty. iBeat says, I like it because it seems like a more balanced game. And Ultima 7 just seems like you're overpowered for most of the game. Yeah. And Sastam says, I stand by my assertion that Ultima 7 Part 2 is the best. Okay, spiritual will boost all attributes by 1. Humble? No, we're not doing humble. Actually, it's humility, the humble, where you get no attribute boost. Sacrifice, I think, boosts 2 of them. Maybe by a +2 and a +1. So humble, you get nothing. So we're going to go with spirituality on this. Compassion is dexterity. Justice, I think, is 2 attributes. Let me do compassion. Okay, then we'll do spirituality again. Compassion. So we have dexterity or strength. I'm going to go with strength. Valor, spirit. Go with spirit. The path of the Avatar lies beneath thy feet. Worthy de Forte, the gypsy intones. With a mysterious smile, she passes you the flask of shimmering liquids. Drink of these waters, and go forth among our people, who shall receive thee in joy. Vertigo overwhelms you. You wake up in a different time upon another world's shore. All right. Skip the cutscene of the gargoyles. Okay. We're in battle. We have to kill some gargoyles here. Dupre's lightly wounded. I like how the king just stands there. There we go. Get one of the gargoyles. Club and a leather helm. We already got our first armor piece. Might get a boomerang here. Oh, we got a boomerang already. Nice. Moody said, just curious, are you going to rely on auto combat or are you going to set everyone to command? I don't know. I'll probably mix it up, Moody. Usually I mix it up. Got a boomerang. So boomerang does 8 points of damage versus 12 with the crossbow, but it frees up a hand and there's unlimited ammo. Which is what we're going to have Yolo use. There we go. What did this guy have? Wooden shield and club. Okay. You see the noble ruler of Britannia. Moody says, boomerangs, they were out of favor, but they're coming back. De Forte, 'tis good to see thee again. Much hath happened since thou last departed our realm. But I must make sure 'tis truly thee. Only the true avatar would know what was contained in the compendium. Only the true copy protection. What creature are wisps off mistaken for? Let's see if I remember any of this. How were headless produced? I think an evil wizard. What part of the tangle vine doth thought put one to sleep? Is it pod? Ah, 'tis thee indeed, Deforte. Take this key. It will unlock the gatehouse by the southern entrance to the castle. Then you can use the lever inside to raise the portcullis, and the crank will lower the drawbridge. The same key will also let you into the sewers under the castle. Now let me tell thee what hath transpired since thy last visit. The vast underworld from which thou didst rescue me hath collapsed. Yet still there are forces of evil abroad in the land. Britannia is under attack by the gargoyles, such as though thou just fought. They have been coming up through the dungeons. Thus far, they have mainly been attacking the shrines of the 8 virtues. When the shrine of compassion did fall, Sir Geoffrey sent a party to free it. Did thou ask him of this mission? Perhaps thou canst approve of some assistance. Yeah, it has copy protection. Hey, old man yelling at cloud, welcome. How are you doing? He said, that's truly impressive to remember copy protection questions 35 years later. Yeah, I've played this one quite a bit. But thank you. It's embedded in my brain cells somewhere. Whilst thou art here, I have a room in the castle set aside for thy personal use. 'Tis in the west wing of the castle, just south of mine own chambers. I have had my servants place some equipment there, in case thou should have need of it. Of course, thou mayst feel free to borrow anything in my castle, if thou should need it. Lastly, any time thou doth need healing, ask me. If thou doth wish me to repeat, yeah, healing. He waves his hand and your whole party is healed. That's such a cheat, but we will be using that a lot. So here's Geoffrey. I'm glad to see thee, Deforte. Perhaps thou canst prevail where others could not. I sent a party of 10 to recapture the shrine of compassion from the gargoyles. Alas, they failed dismally. The survivors are recuperating in the town of Cove. Thou wouldst do well to speak with them first. Mayhap they learn something which may aid thee. I must confess, I fear the worst. The gargoyles are such powerful foes, and they are spreading so fast. Perhaps the end of the realm is nigh. Good luck, and my prayers go with thee. Okay, before I talk to him, let's go pick up some gear. So this is our room here, Evan. So the servants left this. So what do we have in it? We have the help spell, and that's it. Hey, Cody. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Yeah, we're going to talk to every NPC. This game, of all the games I've ever played, in my opinion, has the best community NPCs in any game. The dialogue that Dr. Cat came up with is just crazy good. Old man says, is this the one that has the DOS file that has something about winning or ending? And if you try to look at it, it gives you a message about actually winning versus using the magic of DOS. Good question. I don't know that, old man. I personally don't know that. I mean, we could inspect the files with a hex editor and try to figure that out. Ah, we got a chain helm here. We got some food. Let me see. Okay, YOLO has leather. Okay. Rudy says, I know a few tricks, but I won't say anything. Oh, it doesn't matter, Moody. I've played this game many, many times. It's probably things I already know. So There's no such thing as spoilers for me in this game. But if it's lore oriented for the viewers, they may want to watch along and not have that spoiled. So here we have Hubert's Hair Raising Adventure, written by Bill Peet. Oaken door, we can break this. So since he gives us permission to take anything in the castle, we won't lose karma taking anything we want. This is kind of fun. You can look with the telescope and see what's outside there. You can even go on diagonals. Not super useful. I like how you can even look inside the castle like that. Cody says, I was curious if you ever checked out Disco Elysium. No, I have not. I know what you're talking about. I've seen tons of people stream that back in the day. But no. Yeah, I watched some people play it a little bit. It was too dialogue heavy. I agree. And it's not like this. This game has, the writers matter. Writers matter. And Dr. Cat, the guy that pretty much wrote almost all the dialogue in this game, he was absolutely fantastic writer. Old man says, no, you didn't need to use a hex editor. It was like a type or such command where it would have been too easy. It was somewhere between Ultima 4 and 6. That much I remember. Interesting. Hey, Penguin and Jimmy, welcome. How are you doing? Everything but his mug. Take everything but his mug. I'm pretty sure this chest is trapped. So let me come out here. Actually, Shimino. Do you have lockpicks? You don't have lockpicks. I thought you did. Maybe they're in here. There they are. I think you can just break the chest too. Unlocked. There you go. There's the trap. We set off poison gas. Searching here, you find a main gauche, a sword, chainmail, and a chain cloth. Definitely equip the chainmail. Can absorb 5 points of damage. Another sword. Main gauche. It's a weird quasi-weapon. Cody says Chris Avallone was always my favorite for dialogue. He did Fallout 2, Planescape Torment. Moody says, can I give you a fun thing to do? Yeah, sure, Moody. Yeah, we're playing VGA right now. Potions, potions, potions. So we're poisoned, but we'll just go talk to Lord British. He'll cure that. There we go, he's cured. Alright, now let's go get a wand over here. Lightning wand. If you're looking for the clue, there's something for you under a plant in Serpent's Hold. Indeed. Alright, so let's talk with Sherry. See a cute little mouse. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Squirk? Squeak! Alright, so I don't think I picked up any cheese yet. Oh, we need to go get some cheese. Too heavy. You pray can pick this up. So let's look here. See what attributes we got. 22 strength, 20 dex, 20 int. That's very balanced. Like it. Visit Dr. Cat when Sherry is in the party. Oh yeah. Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about, Moody. Alright, so we want the black one, we want the white one. I think the blue is Awaken. The orange... I'm not sure. That might be... Either the orange or the purple is protection. I don't remember which one. And the green is poison. Figure that out as we go. So let's go get some... I guess we'll talk to him while we're here. We'll go get some cheese. You see a carefree fellow in a ludicrous costume. Ho, yo, he hum. I've got a clue. It's important and just for you. Yes, it's crucial to your quest. Do you want to know what it is? No. Perhaps I'll tell you anyway. Do you think I will? Yes. How foolish of you to think so. I won't tell you the clue. But I will give you this hint that may lead you to it. Search the chest in Nystel's room. Yeah, we already did that. If hints were mints and mints were hints, think what a world it would be. I just said that. I did my best. Did I amuse you? If not, I hope I did confuse you. Did you enjoy my jokes? No. Really? I'll just have to try harder then. Why is Dupre like a horseshoe? Because he's hard. It's because they both have the letter R in them. Who to see for cheese? My friend Bree, Moody says. Well, who asked you anyway? Oh, that's right, I just did. Spread good cheer I go. Come talk to me again, and I'll give you another show. Too heavy. Okay. YOLO, you get it. There's the cheese. Some other goodies in here. Butter, cheese, meat, ribs, ham, bread, meat, a cake, rolls. It's funny, you can actually attack with a rolling pin. Does 2 points of damage. Okay. You can push the NPCs too. Shove them out of the way. Okay, Sherry. Where'd you go? Yes, can I have some? Yes. Thank you very much. Join? I can help you. Do you want me to come with you? Yes. Great. She can actually use a wand. We're gonna drop it. Sherry, wielding a wand. Wand of lightning. I feel like the orange potion puts you to sleep. I'm gonna test that right now. Yeah. See if I wake up if I just pass time here. You should. There, he's awake. Okay. Well, now we know. I think that's the purple is protection. You find one lockpick. I don't think the key works here. I think lockpicks work. Yeah, no effect. There we go. Cloth armor. Leather armor, we can sell that. So let's get the heater shield. Heater shield can absorb 3, whereas wooden absorbs up to 2. Cloth, you can actually sell that in a few places. I don't know if we're gonna lug it around or not. I can always drop it later. Since we're not gonna be stealing a bunch of things, we'll try to generate money legit. Oh, where did Nice still go? Is he in here? There he is. You see a concerned-looking mage. Hail to thee, my lord, and well met. 'Twas I who learned of thy peril through my mystic arts, so that aid might be sent unto thee. Yolo, I saw that thou didst find a book. Might I examine it? Certainly, my lord. Perhaps thou canst make better sense of it than I, says Yolo. Strange. It says a picture on it. Cover of a gargoyle standing with one foot on the chest of a slain human. This is interesting. It's written in a language I know not. Take it to Mariah at the Lyceum, the finest scribe on the great council of wizards. She has studied many languages, and perhaps she can decipher this book. One more thing, Avatar. I noticed that thou didst arrive through a red gateway. Dost thou have the stone that opened the gate? Yes. Oh. I said yes. And then I went too fast. Old man says, is this Sound Blaster, by the way? I set it on Roland with PC speaker as the sound effects. So Roland is the music and sound effects PC speaker. As long as DOSBox is honoring it properly. Which to me does sound like it is. You see a slender woman wearing a leather glove on her left hand. Welcome, my lord. My name is Kitten, she smiles. Perhaps that explains why I like birds. I used to be a falconer. That was before Lord British appointed me to my current position. A true gentleman. I'm the curator of the Royal Museum of Oddities. It's just one of the projects Lord British has funded to provide a better life for his people. I can tell you more about any of the exhibits if you're interested. Monolith, energy field, perpetual motion machine, the bones of Zog, the mystery fountain, and the dragon's head, wings and egg. That's a very curious device. The motion of each gear turns another, until eventually the movement is propagated back to the same gear again. There's one thing I can't figure out. We've made plans of the device, and I can't see how they started it moving in the first place. None of the gears would turn unless all the others were already going. What's worse, the motion served to hold the machine together. If the gears were still, the whole thing would fall apart. How it was built is quite a mystery. Cody says, did this get a CD audio version? Are you saying like an enhanced version? I have no idea. And Sadsam says, I thought this supported ad-lib for sound effects. It can, I think, yes, but I always do PC speaker because that's what I grew up with. It doesn't ask you to separate sound effects and music. You just pick one and it does whatever it can with that type of thing, and then it falls back to PC speaker. Exhibits. Monolith. I can't tell you much about that. Lord British donated it to the museum, but I can't get him to talk about it. From what little he said, I think it's an artifact from his home world. His home world? Energy. The field is generated by a curious spell. By some process not yet understood, it converts magical energy into electrical energy, producing a continuous discharge. If we understood this process better, it would probably lead to all sorts of useful applications. Bones. This skeleton seems to be about 10 times older than any other ever found in Britannia. Surely it has much to tell us about our origins. If we only knew what it meant. Yeah, I just had a thought about that. So, there is a spell in this game where you can talk to the dead. I'm not sure I've ever tried to use that on those bones. I'm assuming it wouldn't work. But I may try that at some point. That'd be interesting. Cody says, I know it was popular around the early CD-ROM era to re-release old games with upgraded audio. Was just wondering if this got the same treatment. I don't think so, Cody, but I don't know for sure. But you're right. They did that with a lot of older games. Somebody found a huge boulder with a jet of water spraying out of it. We had it magically teleported here, buried with its surface flush with the ground, and then we built this building on top of it. Of course, we left a hole in the floor for the water to spray through. I often drink from it when I'm thirsty. The water is quite good, but there's something strange about it. It vanishes somehow before it hits the ground. Someone named Gerten donated all those parts. I think he said something about a dragon named Freitag. If you want to ask Gerten, I think he's in Cove. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take some notes here. Let's see. Remember to try Talk to Dead on Bones in Museum. Get that later. What else? Let's see. Oh, yeah. All right, I got those notes. Be sure to have a look at our paintings while you're in here. Come again soon. We're expecting some unicorn horns and a Klein bottle from Trinsic. Oh, we gotta talk with this guy next. Merchant. You see a bare-chested, muscular man, his body gleaming with sweat. Excuse me a moment. He pulls a napkin from his belt and mops at his brow. Now, what were you saying? Wait a minute, he interrupts. I recognize you. You're the Avatar. I've always wanted to meet you. You're the greatest hero in the land. Thanks. Funny you should mention that. It reminds me of the secret recipe for roast boar. The secret is in the spices. It's an old family recipe. I'll never tell. What's your name? Maldrick I am. Once Maldrick the boar hunter, now Maldrick the cook. I used to live in the forest and hunt wild boars. One day I presented a roast boar as a gift to His Majesty. He liked it so much, he hired me as his cook. Those were good times, but I'm happy here. Lord British himself. I like having a job where I can make people happy. He's a good man. Likes plenty of pepper in his stew. Spice puts some variety in life, is what I always say. I cook for all those who live in the castle and for any guests who dine with Lord British as well. 'Tis satisfying work, yet at times I wish I could travel. One such as yourself. Fancier home than any my family has ever lived in, yet I still miss my simple hut in the forest. Lord British has many friends. Cody says, why is this merchant all sweaty? I assume, Cody, it's because, have you ever watched cooking shows? Almost all the cooks are sweaty because they move around so much and they're around heat sources. So believe it or not, that's very normal. I shouldn't even speak of such things. After all, you are the Avatar, and I but a lowly cook. Please forgive me. What the heck? Hey, my old buddy D Forte. Good to see you again. Let's try that again. Yeah, he just doesn't want to talk about that. Oh, hang on. Let's see if there's anything in here. Ah, yes, some more cheese. Okay, let's see. Anything else we want to do before we leave? It's Jeffrey. Gotta use our key here. You hear a noise. Open the drawbridge. Oh, not this guy. You see a sly-looking fellow dressed in rags. Hello, my good man. He glances around quickly to see if anyone seems to be listening. I'm Lord British, but don't tell anyone. I'm in disguise so I can mingle with the commoners. Very convincing, don't you think? I made it myself. Of course, nobody would dare say anything bad about me to my face. Nobody except Chuckles, anyway. But as a beggar, people will tell me just about anything. He's in disguise too, you know. He's really Blackthorn. I decided banishment was too harsh for him, so I brought him back and made him my jester. The real Chuckles is tied up in my dungeons. I got tired of him making fun of my nose. I'm Lord British, and whatever I can do whatever I want to. Okay. If you need me later, I'll be at the Blue Boar disguised as the tavern keeper, but I won't admit to it there if you ask me. Too many people that might hear. You see Shimino smiling, an unusual sight. Noticing your attention, he says, perhaps there's a little of Lord British in us all. Cody says, I bet this guy knows what's up, spelled N-O-S-E. Guard. It's got plate mail and a crossbow. You see a muscular, well-armed guard. Hello, can I help you with something? I'm not allowed to give out that information. I am one of Lord British's elite guards. We keep order throughout Britannia. Lately, our ranks have thinned. Must have been lost in the war against the gargoyles. Few of us are left to patrol the cities, and those may be sent to the shrine soon. I fear we may lose this war. That is our only job in times of peace. May we see such times again. Not a single shrine have we liberated. The gargoyles fight like demons. I've noticed a certain resemblance. Hail Lord British, hail Britannia, hail the glorious Avatar. If that is all, I'll be back about my duties. Okay. Let's go to the museum. So here are those bones. Bones of Zog. Dragon egg. Dragon. You find nothing there. Okay. This is the perpetual machine. Here's the energy field. We call it a protection field here. Energy field. And here's the fountain. Do you make a wish? Yes. Wish for knowledge. No effect. There's the monolith. Oh, she told us to check out the paintings while we were here. Painting by the respected artist Elmo. Musgrave. This painting shows a satyr playing panpipes for the creatures of the forest. It bears the signature of the highly talented Monica Knighton. This painting shows a strangely familiar scene in a small museum. Several people stand regarding a painting hanging on the wall. You see only their backs. You reach up to scratch your head, and one of the figures in the painting does likewise. It's you! This painting shows whatever in front of it, like a mirror. But it shows you the other side of everything, as if it were hanging on the opposite wall. This is a painting of a painting hanging on a wall. The painting within the painting is of a pipe floating in midair with smoke curling up from its bowl. The frame in the painting has a little plaque on it that says, "This is not a pipe." Oh, that's funny. This painting portrays a square staircase with no beginning or end. There are a number of hooded monks facing in both directions. As you look at the painting, you notice that the monks in the picture are moving, very slowly ascending and descending the staircase endlessly. Okay, cool. You see a nervous young bard. I would play for thee, but I'm worried about my lute. I am Lady Nan. Every time I pick up my lute, spiders crawl out of it. There must be hundreds of them nesting in there. I hate spiders. They're creepy, ugly, disgusting things. Why won't they leave me alone? Yolo says to her, now, my dear. Have you forgotten about the gloves I gave you? Oh yes, perhaps if I wore those I could play. Yolo gave them to me for my birthday. Making music. Okay. Join us? I cannot help. Farewell. Watch thy step. The spiders are lurking everywhere. You see a lively bard with laughter in his eyes. Welcome, my lord. I am Sir Kenneth, and I'd gladly play a song for thee. Kenneth plays a delightful little melody. Kenneth's my name. Don't wear it out. I ask you not to wear it out. It's the only name I've got. My wife and I teach young bards the art of composition, performance, and improvisation. We also give concerts on occasion. Her name is Nan. Whatever you do, don't say anything to her about the spiders. Bards must be well versed in such matters. Okay. You see, is that his daughter? I think this is their daughter. Yeah. You see a cute little girl with short hair. My parents told me never to talk to strangers. What's your name? Okay, now I can talk to you. She curtsies gracefully. Ariana is my name. Job. I'm learning to be a bard. I like to play the harpsichord. Best. I want to be a bard when I grow up. They have more fun than anybody. Lots of fun. I've been studying to be a bard since I was this many. She holds up 3 fingers. I'd like to play something for you, but I'm not good enough yet. She looks away for a moment, then turns back to you, blushing slightly. Will you come back to hear my music when I'm older? If you can, yes. The little girl's face breaks out into a smile, bright enough to light up the whole room. Really? I would like that very much. Okay, so I know she has something that we need here, but I'm going to play legit here. Okay. You see a sharply dressed, very voluptuous woman. Hello, my name's Terry. I run the Mint. Say, aren't you the Avatar? Yes, I recognize you from your portrait. My mother used to tell me stories about you when I was a girl. You probably wouldn't remember her, but she was at a big celebration right after you recovered the Codex. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you that I always hoped someday I would meet a man like you. By royal decree, I am the only one allowed to mint the official coinage of the realm. Copper pence, silver pieces, and gold crowns. They're all made right here. My father ran the mint before me, but I get lonely here sometimes. It's so nice of you to come by and talk to me. Kitten will never believe it when I tell her I got to meet the Avatar in person. All right, so Kitten's the one that is in the museum that we talked to in Lord British's castle. Let's see what it says. She's a good friend of mine. She runs the museum. Here, let me show you. She takes out a sample of each coin for you to look at. The pence has an ankh on one side and crossed swords on the other. Silver piece has Lord British's face on the front and a serpent on the back. And the gold crown is a familiar sight with a crown and the symbol of the Codex. All 3 of them look newly minted. They're very shiny. I get most of my gold from people who bring in nuggets to exchange them for coins. Do you have any gold nuggets? I think I do, actually. Normally there's a 10% tax. But since you're the Avatar, I'll give you a full 100 crowns for every stone's weight of gold you have. She exchanges all of your gold nuggets for newly minted coins. She reaches over and squeezes your shoulder affectionately. Britannia has been so prosperous lately that there's been a lot of demand for gold coinage. Of course, we have you to thank for bringing us the Codex, saving Lord British. Okay, there was something else. Father. May he rest in peace. You must be the bravest man I've ever met. I can't believe it's really you. Wonder what she'd say if I say join. You notice, oh yeah, this is how she responds to things that she doesn't have a response for. It says, you notice she was staring at you with dreamy look in her eyes. Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. As you turn to leave, she pinches you. Cody says, wow, I bet her parents are just thrilled she went to school to be a bard. An old man says, is there a hidden set of options for her with how much she's coming on to you? Not that I know of, old man. I don't think so. I mean, there's stuff in here that you can steal, but we're not going to do that because it impacts your karma. There's a hidden karma value, and if you lower it enough, and I don't know what the values are, but if you lower it enough, you can't beat the game. You see a preoccupied man holding up a ledger under one arm. Records to keep, festivals to plan. I'm so busy, but I can spare a moment, my lord. I am Fulden von Basilius, counselor to Lord British. In my younger days, I was known as the werecat of the wine cellar. I could tell you stories, but there's no time for that now. All the little details of governing all the paperwork falls on my shoulders. Someone must do it, and yet I miss the days when I was a carefree adventurer. Fine ruler indeed. 'Tis a pleasure to keep his kingdom running smoothly. Fulton bows deeply. I hope I have been of assistance, my lord. Hey, Gromulin, welcome. How are you doing? He says, Ultima rocks, but the inventory system in this one sucks. I like the inventory system. The 7 is the one that has the terrible inventory system. This one's great. It has containers you can go in, so you can keep things organized. Yeah, this has really good inventory management, in my opinion. 7, it just dumps it all into like a giant bag, and it's on the screen. Like, they don't separate the graphics here, which to me is a major design flaw. I know it gives you more viewable area when you're playing and not looking at inventory, but man, so bad. Villager, you see a man in multicolored jacket. His fingers are long and graceful. Good afternoon, my lord. What can I do for you? Sorry, none of you have anything I need. Okay. So he doesn't buy the cloth. I make cloth upon my loom. Perhaps you'd like to buy something. Push the pedals with my feet like this. Then I pull these levers. The pattern depends on the combination of levers and pedals I move. My father's loom was not so complicated as mine. This design came from one of Lord British's old books. Lord British treasures antiques. There is one book for which he hath offered a reward. The Wizard of Oz. See, so many things like this you miss if you don't talk to all the people. By Master L. Frank Baum, I believe. It concerns a girl adventure, a strange land, and a clever balloonist. They are not made of silk in the form of a great bag. It is a wondrous strong stuff, silk and very light. I regret that I am not skillful enough to weave silk. In New Magentia, however, lives the silk weaver Charlotte. So this is for much later in the game. Taking notes. Okay. She is the only person I know of who can weave silk. So what does he sell? Cloth or thread? I think you can buy cloth or thread here and sell it in another town to make some money. But that might be something I do later. Okay. You see a tall, willowy woman with long blonde hair. How can I help thee this afternoon? I'm Lynn. You needn't tell me thy name, Deforte. The Avatar is famous throughout the land. I'm a Fletcher. I make arrows and bolts for the armies of Lord himself. Okay. I think what's the arrow or the bow shot? You see a petite woman with flowing brown hair. I think YOLO likes her, if I remember right. YOLO! And thy companions as well. I heard rumors that you were in town. YOLO greets his former apprentice warmly. How goes business, Gwyneth? Very well. Very well indeed. Sir Geoffrey himself just placed quite a large order. Much demand for bows these days. What with the gargoyles. Turning to you, Gwyneth says, what can I do for YOLO's fine friends? Hey, Mr. Spock, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Happy Wednesday. He says, I'm not sure I ever watched you play Ultima. Yeah, it's been a long time. I streamed through this game all the way on YouTube back in the day. I have not streamed it on Twitch. It's gargoyles. I hear from the soldiers that the gargoyles are fierce opponents. Some gargoyles move like the wind itself. They can strike you like lightning bolts. Gargoyles also have a strange and terrible weapon. It's called a boomerang, and it's the most bizarre ranged weapon. Flies out to strike its target, then returns to the hand that threw it. Against such magic, the soldiers chose to arm themselves with good stout Britannia bows. So we have that. So the magic bow is 300. We can't afford that. The sling has unlimited ammo. I'm gonna buy one. I gotta pool my gold here. YOLO can buy it. After accepting YOLO's gold, Gwyneth hands over the sling. Oh, you already had a sling. Well, we can give that to Barry. I think she can do a wield. No, too early. 0.6, 0.5. If we got her a 1 strength increase, she could do a wield. Okay, I think we're done with her. Mr. Spock says, you say this boomerang sounds like a tool of the devil. Be gone, Gwyneth. You see a grunting and grumbling man with a large stomach. Ruff. Hello. His breathing is quite heavy. What do you need? Ephraim the provisioner. Torches, oil, gems, backpacks, bags, shovels, powder. I think I'm gonna let's see how much a powder keg is. 30 gold, holy moly. I'm gonna buy one though. It'll allow us to blow open certain doors that we can't get into. Okay, we're not gonna steal any of his stuff. Is this that one dude? No, it's someone different. You see a man wearing a long gray cloak. He wears gloves with the fingers cut off and carries a large hourglass with him. Good afternoon, friend Avatar. I'm Daver McCord. Every hour on the day, I ring the bell. Number of times. According to the numbers on the hourglass. You see? Well, I usually know what time it is up here in my head somehow. But just in case, I start this hourglass at sunup, turning it every 9 hours. Especially important for those with shops. They know when to open for business, eat, lunch, close, and that sort of thing. Another of Lord British's innovations, this bell thing. Till we meet again. I just threw everything off by ringing the bell. Mr. Spock says that bell ringer job sounds super boring. Yes. Before I go in there, let's go in here and sell the extras. Oh, he's gone. You see a short, dark man covered in white flour. Hello there, my friends. As he shakes your hand enthusiastically, clouds of flour fly off his clothes. I'm Colin the baker. I bake goods for Lord British himself, the man says proudly. If you'd like to buy some, just say the word. Bread, cakes, or rolls. So what's interesting is the rolls stack and the bread and cake doesn't. Well, actually bread does, cakes don't. Which I always thought was kind of strange. Rolls are 1 gold each. How many do you want? 10. Here's thy rolls, Dupre. Ah, the rolls don't. The bread. The bread stacks. But not the rolls. See, the breads have a number under them. Well, we can dump all that into a container. Two. What? Ah! This is a bug. That's weird. It showed 30 coins, but we had way more than that. Well, a bug's a bug. We'll take advantage of it. Now we'll dump the rolls in there. You just got a bunch of free gold. Mr. Spock says you can say you're ready for a fight. See how much gold we got now. Weird. I don't think I've ever seen that bug. 111 gold. Okay. Let's see now if our rolls are organized in here. So good. I think what I'm going to do is wait for this guy to come back. Mr. Spock says, ready for a fight. Where's Moody at? Yeah, Moody's probably watching multiple streams. He doesn't focus on one stream. Probably missing it. There he is! He's been lurking, he's still here. Good. Mr. Spock saying you missed an opportunity, Moody, for a pun there. Waiting for the shop to open again. Pretty sure this guy buys chainmail, leather. I don't think he buys the chain cloths though. I have an extra sword I could sell him too, I think. Man, he's being lazy. He's not wanting to work. You like the music, Mr. Spock? Yeah, it's got great music. You're an 8.1 out of 10. Glad to hear that, Moody. It's been pretty stable for you. I'm going to take a quick break here. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Okay, everyone, I am back. Let's continue on, shall we? We're still waiting for this guy to appear, so we can sell some things. Moody says, hate to say this, but will not be able to watch you stream until the next month, lol. That's a whole, what, like 6 hours away? Alright, the guy came back. So let's see here. I know we won't buy clubs. He does not buy wooden shoes or shield. Okay, we got an extra sword on Dupre. Guessing that's all he's gonna buy. Heater shield, chainmail, sword. Okay, sell the sword. Cloth armor, he buys that, good. Leather, yep. Guess I'll play mail. My guys are kind of weak though to carry that. How much is the chainmail? 60? YOLO. Okay. There we go. Moody says, would he buy club sandwiches? Nope, I don't think so, but that's pretty funny. Okay. Here's the healer. You see a rotund man in monk's robes. Greetings, my children. What can I do for thee today? I am Tiberius, healer for this town. It is my responsibility to care for the sick and injured. I attempt to heal, cure, or if needed, resurrect the fallen. Okay. Good to know. This is the baker, right? Yeah. Mr. Spock says, prepare to meet, M-E-A-T, your enemies on the field of battle with club sandwiches. Looks like Richard Simmons, Mr. Spock says. I'm going to sell this crossbow. Yes. Okay. There's a rabbit. Thou dost see a rabbit. Okay, let me think where I want to go. Let's go to Cove. Actually, I need to get the rune from that little girl. Somehow, I think this is her mom. See a buxom woman who looks hardworking yet content. Good afternoon, my lord, and welcome to the Blue Boar Tavern. Art thou here for business or pleasure? Business. Pleasure. Good. Perhaps I might stay and talk with me a while back. Okay. You have a daughter? Yeah, Ariana is the light of my life. She seems she had scarce learned to walk through when she first showed a gift for music. She studies now with the bards at the conservatory. Bless their hearts for teaching her well. She'll be no tavern wench when she gets older. Perhaps she'll even be court musician to the Lord. British somehow. I run this tavern to support my family. The hours are long, but my husband offers what he can. We make enough to pay for my daughter's schooling, so 'tis all worthwhile. My husband Matt and my daughter Ariana. He had an accident as a child which left him deaf and dumb, but I love him all the same. I only wish he could hear our daughter play just once. Can I go make a wish? But 'twill never come to pass. He lives in a world of eternal silence. Her face brightened suddenly. You have the look of one who practices the art of magic. Perhaps thou could find some spell that might restore my husband's hearing. I know 'tis a lot to ask, but will you try? Yes. Thank you, my lord. Okay, I'm going to go try that. Well, 'tis time to get back to our dishes to wash, food to cook, drinks to serve. I thank thee for stopping by to brighten my day with thy conversation. Do come again. Yeah, I don't think I've ever tried this. Yes. What do you wish for? Matt's hearing. Hearing. No effect. Matt. No effect. No effect. Music. No effect. Let me go talk to this daughter again. Parents. Mom. Matt. Dad. Miracle, Mr. Spock says, and Moody says, wishful thinking. I need to try her name. Oh, not this guy again. Anya. Restore my husband's hearing. Merchant. So I think this is Matt. See a gaunt fellow with eyes that take in everything and reveal nothing. When you address him, the man replies with gestures that appears some kind of sign language. He sees that you can't understand him. He shrugs his shoulders and returns to his duties. Dupre puts his hand on your shoulder and whispers, Matt here had a most unfortunate accident as a child. It left him deaf and dumb. Suggests you ask his wife. Mr. Spock says, I wish for a better language parser. Moody says, just wish you could kill him. So annoying. Well, you can. You technically can. But we're not going to do that. Sam says, always liked how you can go around solving these little problems for townspeople. Yeah, it's really cool. You see a sad lady with hair down to her ankles. A soft jingling accompanies her silent walk. Rather than talking, she sings in a voice like wind through reeds. Hail there, my lord. Come listen to me. I have plenty of time to sing unto thee. Lazina, they call me. Lazina the dove. From Cove I did come. 'Tis a town full of love. 'Tis the aim of my life to sing like a bird. Would thou like to hear it again? Yes. Then tell me what would please thee more. A song of the sea or a rhyme of the shore? On the fens o' the dead, she came to rest. Okay. Rhyme. Loch Lake. The beautiful shrine of compassion doth lay. Artegall set out to chant there one day. But still he has not returned. He was taken by giants or headless so foul. Artegall. He is a healer. Okay. Artegall. What's her name? Lazina the dove. Okay. Taking notes. Mr. Spock says the evil Ultima run. Yeah, you can do that. You just won't be able to beat the game, but you can still do it. Moody says my computer's being weird. Twitch goes out of focus. Computer's about 5 years old or so. Internet was upgraded. Yeah, it could be an internet bandwidth issue, like Mr. Spock said. It's trying to cut down. If you have it on auto, Moody, it will pick the best bit rate. If you're having terrible internet performance, it'll lower it way down. So that's probably what's happening. Okay, so I know what I need to do here. I'm trying to figure out how to get her to talk about the rune. Maybe if I talk about compassion. It was the proudest moment of life when they awarded my dear little Ariana the rune of compassion. They said she was the most promising student they'd ever had at the conservatory. I'm sure she would show thee the rune. Okay, that's it. That's what we wanted. Rune. I have the rune of compassion. Isn't it pretty? She reaches into her pocket and takes out show you. Do you need it for something? Yes. Are you on an important quest? Yes. I'm not supposed to let anyone else have it. But if you truly need it, I don't know what I should do. I know. My parents run the Blue Boar Tavern. Go ask them if you can borrow the rune. If they say 'tis okay, I'll give it to you. Alright, we're gonna play legit. Borrow rune. Thou dost wish to borrow the rune of compassion from my daughter? She pauses a while in thought. Very well, thou dost have an honest face. I grant thee my permission. Thanks. I cannot help. Okay, who's this? Merchant. Silent but good-natured man. He looks up from his tankard of ale, sees you and smiles. He points to his mouth and shakes his head. Gray speaks, I know of this person, my lord. He is Artie the Mute, a local shipwright and an honored citizen. The man smiles and nods. The man looks at you puzzled. He raises his tankard and goes back to drinking. Okay. Artie waves at you as you leave, then returns to his ale. Okay. I just love how everybody hangs out at the tavern once their shops close. That's really cool. Okay. I don't think there's anybody new. So she's gonna be gone, I'm sure. I'll have to wait for her. You can rest if you go far enough out of town. We want to do that. We could stay at the inn, that costs money, so just do it this way. Okay, it's morning, so she should be coming pretty soon. So there's the adults. There she is. Okay. Yes. Then here you are. She hands you the rune. I wish you the best of luck on your quest. You got it. Thou dost see the rune of compassion. We're borrowing it, but really it's kind of permanent. Oh, not this guy, yeah. So we're off to Cove, off to the Shrine of Compassion. Do we have enough experience? Yeah. I think we can be level 4. Do we want dexterity? I'm not sure about. It helps with swords. I'd rather get strength though, to be honest. That's a long ways off. Yeah, we'll leave them alone. We could do that, but we won't. Would not be virtuous. Okay. This can be a challenging fight. Depending on what kind of gargoyles got spawned here. I gotta think about this. Trying to debate on using the purple potion. Let's distribute these healing potions. Okay. Hey, Bo, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? You didn't miss it, yeah. Won't be going on too much longer, but I'm glad you made it when you did. Doing well here, doing well. Getting ready to open up the Shrine of Compassion. Hopefully. It's gonna be scary. Yeah! Got a big gargoyle. Yuck. Oh. I need to keep an eye on her hit points here. Back over here. Oh, paralyzed. Yellow just threw the boomerang and hit my guy instead. Gargoyle grazed. E-Forte's paralyzed again. We need to cure him. Did it cure him? Okay, give back a few hit points. Okay, paralyzed is done. Jerry's kicking butt with that wand of lightning. Okay, we killed that one. We survived! Dupre needs to be renamed, Mitty says. Yeah. It's probably coming eventually. Okay. Use Rune of Compassion. I think it's Moo. You see the altar of compassion. As you kneel before the altar, a mystical voice sounds in your head. The deeds serve as an example to all. Do you wish to meditate? Yes. Speak the mantra of compassion. No beast so fierce but shows some touch of pity. Sweet mercy is nobility's true badge. D Forte has gained a level. And dexterity. There is naught else it can learn. Okay, so the reason why I did that, I want strength, but it boosts your hit points by 30, your max hit points. So I wanted to have some high max hit points for, because it's going to be a while before we can do the strength one. But hopefully this will be the only one I do. Okay, the big gargoyle ran away, so I'm assuming he's gone. So now we can go to Cove. You see a pretty young nurse with violet eyes. Leave these men alone. Can't you see they need to rest? Hi, these men's wounds need time to heal. Thou hast kept me from my duties long enough. Away with thee. More wounded? I'll do what I can. Which one of you? I see the injury, De Forte. Will thou make an offering of 40 gold? No. Thou art poor, but just because it's just. Thy cause is just. I will heal thee without payment. Sasha approaches De Forte and binds the wounds. Wow, sweet. Heal. More wounded? Dupre. If thou wilt not pay, I cannot help thee. So then she would only heal the avatar. That's okay. We'll go back to Lord British. You see a distinguished looking gentleman. Greetings, my lord, and welcome to Town Cove. How may I be of assistance? I am Viscount Armand. What is thy name? I govern here in Cove. It is hard work, but my people love me for it. I always thought it's a blessing to live so close to a shrine, though since the gargoyles came, no dare go near it. In Britannia, there are 8 shrines, one for each of the 8 virtues. They're places where people can go to meditate on these virtues. We have fine facilities here for healing the wounded and the sick. Party of adventurers came here after their attempt to defeat the gargoyles at the Shrine of Compassion. I spoke with their leader when they arrived. Thou shouldst speak with him thyself. He told of a strange violet energy field. Yeah, we've already opened that up. I think mayhap is similar to the force which blocked entry to the shrines many years ago. The 8 mystic runes were most useful in those days. Use the rune of compassion while chanting the mantra of compassion. Methinks this may negate the gargoyle's magic. Ask Lord British's Chancellor Tholden. He canst tell thee of the mantra, and like as not he will always know of the rune. Sick. Leader. He's in bed. Recuperating. See a feverish looking warrior. So, Art Agel? Oh! Lazina? Let's see if we can get someone triggered. Artigil. Oh, the pain. Lazina. What is thy name? Oh, here he is, Gertan. Ask Gertan about the dragon. Okay, dragon. Those were the days. We sought to liberate the Shrine of Compassion. My men fought valiantly, but the gargoyles were too much for us. They did slay more than half our party. I doubt they were using foul magic of some kind. A moonstone was upon the shrine, surrounded by a strange violet glow. I tried to get to it, but was surrounded by some kind of force field. Jeffrey. Okay. No response from that guy. Okay, we don't want to steal anything. That Drake attacking us as we walk in. You see a dark bearded man dressed in flowing white robes. Greetings, mighty avatar, for what hast thou come to my place? I am Rudyum. I sell magic books and reagents and teach spells. What circle do you wish to study? We want to heal. We just need to get more gold. Heal. 20 gold. Interested? Yes. Hands D4 to a piece of rune-covered parchment. Mass Awaken. Great Heal. Seance. That's the one where you can talk to the dead. Create food. I don't think I really need that. Douse and Ignite. I don't think so. Mass Awaken. That could be useful, I guess. Alright, so we gotta drop our spell book. And then drop the pages in. So that's how many castings we can do. Detect magic, dispel magic, heal, help, and light. We have poison and untrap. Mass Awaken. Ooh. Alright guys, I think this is a good place to stop. Great progress for tonight. Already freed one of the shrines. Talked to a bunch of NPCs. Lots of fun. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.